Say hi, Martin.
Hi.
No, say hi, Martin.
Hi, Martin. All right, yeah.
That's
hello,
better.
Gracie.
Yeah, well, there you go. So you're on the back camera right now.
I am.
Because Periscope always does, doesn't it?
It starts that way, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it does. So come on over here on this side and I'll flip the camera around.
Okay. Here I am.
There we go. I'll put it further away so we can see. What are you doing back here?
What?
Oh, right. I told you to come back here.
You told me to come back here. Yes.
I did.
Okay. There we go.
Do you want in the shot or are you happy over there? Ow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay,
25 years of marriage. Yeah. What?
25.
No, well, this isn't. Remember that
that's
that
right,
number
yeah.
is crappy. It never tells the truth.
Yeah.
I mean, there have been times where we've had 30 or 40 viewers and it said 0.
Mm-hmm.
So, and there's always rebroadcast, and remember they'll see it from the beginning.
So you get to see the rerun.
Actually, you can scroll through it
on.
now.
Oh, really? You can like fast forward and rewind? And...
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So
just
they
like
can,
a DVR.
So unless we do something extreme, they're not going to know when to fast forward. No, not here, not now. Later. Later?
No, we can't.
Maybe. Well, you're. Neither one of us has work tomorrow.
I know. We are actually free for the weekend, so which means we're unpacking everything from
there's that.
Anime
And repairs.
and repairs and getting ready for Maker Faire, which is next weekend.
Oh my God, Maker Faire is next weekend, which means also Boat for Hope is next weekend. Splitting the team for that. It has to happen.
Yep.
And you're being abandoned at Maker Faire.
Completely?
Well, no, we'll have to find some people who aren't the other team.
That's true. Yeah.
You know, some people who
I
aren't
need some
cast.
non-pirates.
Non-pirates. Well, I'm with you on Saturday.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yes, and Ed is heading the pirate
You're
team.
going to trust Ed?
I'm going to trust my first mate with everything. Don't laugh too loud. He might watch this.
He might.
So I wanted to pick up time of day that had the greatest chance of having friends out there and back here be able to see this. And I think I missed my window of opportunity because I don't know how many of you have out there.
Just a little.
A bunch of people, it's a little later than I wanted to do this, but I wanted him home. And I was running around as well, so this was the time that both of us merged in one spot. We're technically still not home. No. But we're here, and we're hot-spotting off the phone because the iPad doesn't have the whole internet, Wi-Fi, whatever. LTE. It doesn't. So we wanted to take a moment, though, and give a thank you and a shout-out to everyone at Anime North who said hi and who spent some time with us. And I am so sorry. There were a few times that we were really, really cranky because we were late going to a panel, and we wanted to stop for 1,000 pictures.
Well, we wanted to. It's tough navigating through 33,000 people. But fun.
It was really tough having, our panels in the hotel and the display space in the dealer's room, and, my feet are still hating me. I mean, we had to go back to work and get everything done, so it's straight back into the fry. So there will be a point, at some point, where Martin and I are both going to just say, forget this, let's go get a massage person and see if we can get our legs and our feet to talk back to us.
Yes.
And proper inserts, or my steampunk boots should never go without ever again. I know we were going to do, we have to get that solved. And I know we were going to do Jedi on the Sunday, but we didn't want to move. So we decided to go in unlimited and times pass shirts and just be nice in industry for a day. So that was good. And it gave us a chance to move around a little bit more without screaming in pain. But next year. Suggestions have already been made. Like we got a lot of praise after the panel on Sunday. I wish I knew your guys' names. But there was about 4 gentlemen who came up to us and who were very, very excited because the panel was not what they thought it would be. And apparently they have already spread the word through all their friends and everything to encourage them to come to our panels next year because it's not what they... So if you want us back at Anime North, if you want any of the guests back at Anime North or any convention, folks, you're the fans. Speak up. People are so willing and ready and gung-ho to say what's wrong, and so few people will say what's right. So break the mold, say what's right. let them know and guide them. I'd like to do a room next year.
That'd be cool. Actually, do a small exhibit room of our own, a place that we can call home, and do all of our stuff from there.
It worked with Visions.
It did, yeah.
You know, we were able to have like 2-hour panels, 1 or 2 a day, and have the room open for, 4 hours a day, either 2 separate 2-hour spots or 1 4-hour spot, and be able to get in the costume and run around and do the pictures and talk to people. You know, it gave us more control. We were able to talk to people more personally and quietly. We didn't have to compete with a whole bunch of noise, and people can get up close in a nice space. So we're going to ask Anime North if it's feasible, if they want us back next year, if we can have a room and sign the contract and get it going in far in advance, because advertising is important. We want people to know that we're going to be there, don't we?
Yes.
We want to warn them. Because leaving them abandoned is bad. And the pre-planning thing is, we don't even know what production schedules will be like next year, but if we book,
spring, who knows?
If we book Anime North in plenty of time, then we'll have a little more control over what we say yes to.
Yeah.
And we're completely changing a lot of the stuff that we're working with. We're focusing more on production now and our own company, and letting producing the events go to the wayside. So we won't have, it won't be right after a whole week off for a pirate event that we ran, and a whole week off for a fantasy event. And it's a lot easier to do other people's events for us than it is to, other people's productions than it is for us to keep producing them. So that'll free up a lot of time, make it more viable and feasible. So, you guys were great to us. There was the typical tense moments that every single convention and event has.
Oh, yeah.
And,
there always are.
Always are. I want to know where my dark chocolate went.
Mysterious missing dark chocolate from the green room.
It wound up in the office.
Wound up in the office, and then it disappeared.
Apparently, I had chocolate waiting for me in the office. So we don't eat milk chocolate for both of our guest packages. Wound up with milk chocolate. So they were kind enough to pull some dark chocolate aside and have it waiting for us, and we never got down to the office or the green room, up to the other green room. Well, I got the one bar from the office. Oh, then you're right. The supply that's gone missing was the green room.
Yeah.
But they had already cleaned up by the time we got anywhere near. So that's the other advantage with the room, is we can lock it up and deal with it the next morning if we want to, type thing. Whereas here we were competing with all the vendors getting out, and we just couldn't do it. It put such a delay in our day, and the dead dog party was starting, and we were still packing. So it'd be nice to dead dog it and to relax. And so, but thank you to those who came up personally and said how great we were and how they learned a lot from us. That's what we're there for, is to teach. And when you guys tell us that that's what we've done, that we've succeeded, then it's a big deal. And thank you to both Bob and Ed, who we entrusted with our vehicle and all our stuff.
Made the round-trip trek from Vancouver to Toronto, across the prairies and through the mountains, and
with a crappy little U-Haul trailer with no shocks.
Trailer with no shocks. Yeah.
We have repairs to do.
And Pixie, our little tracker, did amazingly. She did the whole trip with not a glitch, and they kept, checking on fluids and making sure everything was topped up, and everything went smoothly.
She's got 215,000 miles.
Something like that, yeah. Well, or kilometers, yeah.
Kilometers, sorry.
Well, I looked at it. I thought it was actually longer distance, but I think it's only about 4,200 kilometers round trip, because I did the math from when we had the service done before they left to now, and that's about how much.
She's a well-used little vehicle. I'm just happy she came back in one piece. She's our workhorse. Without her, we don't have a workhorse. Yes. So if anyone saw a little U-Haul trailer with a Texas license plate and a tracker in front of it with a BC license plate with still the Stargate crew stickers in the front window, just because we never removed them, and why not? That was us. That was ours. That little sucker made it across country and made it all the way back in one piece. So I took her into the car wash earlier today, and Got all the bug splatter off
Cleaned
the front
all
grill.
the bugs out of the grill.
It was,
All the prairie bugs.
it was a mess.
And I think Ed said he was doing like a video blog, but he was going to put something together at some point and post it. So we'll get to actually see his little video blog from their cross country drive.
We'll make sure we link it
Mm-hmm.
when he gets himself together and does it. And we had a moment to sneak away, and it was just a moment, unfortunately, but we had a moment to sneak away to the Guild Inn. So new rings,
25th
finally
anniversary.
25 years, new rings. So that video is up on the YouTube, which is where this is going to go. Hopefully it will save the whole thing. I know sometimes it doesn't. So we're not going to make this super long. And wow, Masquerade, you people are all incredible. I know not everyone gets an award, but you're all absolutely incredible. The Aurora, with her skit where she criticizes and slags Maleficent, and of course I'm in the horns and the wings judging her. What a trooper. You were so fabulous backstage. It was so much fun taking pictures with you. It was great. I hope to see some copies. Mine came out okay, but I saw a few real cameras backstage. And if anyone got any pictures of our booth or us or anything like that, there were really busy times, but there was only really the 4 of us. So we really didn't get photos and videos this time, which is a shame. And actually, I want to do a very quick shout out to the Wonder Woman.
From the
I
Masquerade.
got your email address from someone else, and I'm going to send you a hello, honey, because I know your outfit failed, but you took on quite a chunk. It takes a lot to do what you were doing, and I'd like to see you try again. I really would, and I want to see some video if you do, because I think you're master class, so you obviously worked hard to get to where you are. So respect that, and I'd love to see you compete again. I'd love to see you try again, learn from your mistakes, and get back up there. But brave heart, honey.
Nothing worse than a wardrobe malfunction, but from what I've heard, it was a fantastic costume. She won a workmanship award for it. So.
Oh, that's what we were told. I couldn't hear them really from backstage, but yeah, we were told your corset underneath. The one part we didn't get to see was super amazing. So we'd like to see it. We really would. Our booth helper,
Brian.
Last name. Did we ever get his last name?
Somewhere, but I don't remember it at the time, so my apologies. Anime North provided us with a volunteer that would run and do food runs for us, and he helped when things were a little bit busy and tried to answer questions or at least point people in the right direction as to which of us to talk to. And by the end of the weekend, he actually had gotten to learn a lot of what we were doing and a lot of what we had there and what was what and what came from where, and he did a great job. So thank you again, Brian, and thank you Anime North for providing him for us.
Actually, we kind of stole him.
Well, yeah, that's true. we acquired him.
We
press ganged him. We weren't even dressed as pirates, and we press ganged him.
Yes, I know. Yeah, they sent him over to check in on us, and I went, so do you have anything else assigned to you? And he went, no, good. Threw him one of our t-shirts and said, you're ours. We really need the extra help, so that's wonderful. And somewhere out there is the female Deadpool. I gotta get that picture off of Ed still.
Yeah, definitely.
I wish I knew her name, because I'd like to thank her for stopping and playing with us, but we had the lighter from Deadpool as part of the accumulation of stuff, and Ed took a picture of her basically kind of using it, so to speak.
And then told her it was from the movie.
And then told her afterwards. So that was funny.
I don't know if he tried to recreate part of that epic opening scene or what, but
I don't know. It was a cell phone that he took it with, so. And it's nice to see that Toronto, in many ways, as much as there's development and change, there is no change. Like, I mean, so many of those new buildings still have the old frontage. The Pantages, okay, they changed the name of it, it's still there. Skydome, yeah, they changed the name of it, it's still there. Things that are important to me are still there. The Guild Inn, yeah, they tore down the buildings on either side, but they're saving the house in the middle, still there. Amphitheater, still there. Some of the statues were missing. I'm hoping they're just in storage.
Let's hope, yeah.
But a lot of what's important to us is still there, and Toronto drivers still drive like Toronto drivers. It took a little bit to get back into it, but
Didn't take long at all. We were back in the hustle and bustle of it all.
and having a cigar down on the beaches with Ed was nice. And the remark about, do they still let you smoke? Yeah, it was really nice sitting there and looking around us, and maybe one butt, one cigarette butt from one inconsiderate git, but other than that, very, very clean. Hard water was nice again.
Yep. And you're saying that the one cigarette butt that we saw, meanwhile, sitting here in the park, there was at least probably a dozen or more around us, just in general. So that says a lot right there.
Well, Mom said something to me when I went to visit her in the co-op, and
What's that?
she said Toronto is all about neighborhoods, and as long as you know the right neighborhoods and the ones that take care of themselves, you'll always have a clean, nice experience. And she's right.
Makes sense,
Like
yeah.
Riverdale beaches, areas like that, the neighbors will jump you if you make a mess of their backyard, so to speak. So that was good to see that hasn't changed, because then those silly laws don't have to be passed. And we were smoking cigars, so when we were done, we snuffed them, and then we pulled them apart into just the leaf and ground them down and got rid of them
No
properly.
paper, no filters.
No anything. So we took care of it. We didn't just throw the end of the cigar on the ground. We actually took care of it and made it organically disappear. It was nice to see recycling still a very active thing. The new bins with the foot presses was kind of cool. Being able to press on and have the little doors open, so you don't have to get your hands filthy and dirty and just throw out your garbage. And so I noticed things were cleaner than last time we were there. So I guess people were just really unhappy about shoving things in the garbage cans with their hands, and pressing down the foot pedal seems to have worked. So I'm happy about that.
It keeps the raccoons out too, because they can't push the foot pedal and get into the garbage at the same time. Unless they team up. They're going to figure it out. They'll have a couple of raccoons down on the ground, pushing down the foot pedal while the other ones climb in. Because they're raccoons. They'll do that.
Donald, thank you for passing back to us the door to the police box. I know you don't have Periscope, but like I said, I'm going to put this up on YouTube. But that was nice. The last little remaining piece of
It's a TARDIS,
it again, raccoons saw the end of it, and we left it behind. Ed put it in the other Ed put it in his backyard, and there's always going to be Eds in our life, isn't there? Yeah. The raccoons got in there, and it rotted out, and it died. But all that was left was the phone door. So we're going to give it a spot in our home, put it on display, and remember all the good times and all the great stuff that happened back then, and see if we can make some good memories and new memories. So that's what we wanted to say. I don't know if there's anything else that I missed, or
No, I think that covers it.
does it?
Yeah.
So remember, folks, if you want people back, let conventions know. If there's another convention you think we can go to, we've got the Steampunk Murder Mystery, and we've been requested, but it's a big team. So it's a big expense for a convention to bring us in for that. But, Seattle's just over the border. That's a lesser expense. The big thing for coming across country is, of course, we don't have custom shipping crates. So crates. Did I say crepes?
Crepes. Shipping crepes.
Crepes for dinner. That actually sounds
We're
good.
doing omelets for dinner.
Are we?
Yes.
We do crepes and omelets.
Can we do crepes? Do we have anything to do crepes with?
I don't know if I know.
Segue.
But, custom shipping crates and stuff we don't have. So a trailer or a van across country is the best way to do it. So you've got, you've got members of the team that are taking a whole week and a half off of their regular jobs, and they're willing, but we have to make it viable. So I was very happy that Anime North made it viable, but now that we've done it and we've proven that we can do it, and now we know how much it does cost, because we underestimated some of our expenses we underestimated on this trip the first time we've done this. We now know better and can make a better estimate and bring people anywhere what they'd like to be included in their stuff, their events and their cons. So you can always get a hold of us. The BC Renfest web addresses are all going to go bye-bye in the next year. So contact at timespastent.com is the best way. So TIMESPASTENT.com and contact CONTACT is the best way to get a hold of us. And the hotline number is also the business line for Times Past.
Yep.
It's 778. Go ahead.
926-3378.
I'll remember it one day.
Yep.
Enchanted Encounters is coming up at the end of August. So those of you who are local, or those of you who would like to come in and take part, let us know. We could use a few more, like it's a fantasy theme.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot more opening for funky vendors, steampunk vendors, wings, things like that. A sword vendor, weird clothing, nice clothing, funky clothing, all that kind of stuff. There's plenty of opening and opportunity for that. So let us know.
Mm-hmm.
I need a little extra cast because well, I wrote more characters in the script.
Yeah, I mean, yay.
So I need more cast.
Mm-hmm.
So that's rehearsals every Sunday. So you can't bow out of those. Those have to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of acting, especially live theater. No offense or buts about it. But if you impress us, then, Times Past has got this roster that will get some paid gigs over the next few years and get some actors working. So yeah, get a hold of us. In that case, for the next few months, you can always send to info at bcrenfest.com. So info at bcrenfest.com. And again, the same phone number, which Martin will remind you now.
778-926-3378. That's 778-926-3378. Call now. Well, don't call now because we're not there. You'll get the message.
It's a landline.
We'll get back to you.
Yes.
That's 778-926-3378.
You done?
Operators are standing by. Yes, I'm done. Go ahead.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay. So we're gonna go because we haven't had dinner and we need it. And I'll try to Periscope more often. I know I was doing that for a while, but it's just been insane and crazy and nuts. But yeah, you guys deserve it.
Yes, they do.
Right? They do?
Yep.
They do.
Yep.
I think we haven't had enough food and too much sugar in the last week.
Maybe, yeah.
All right, folks, ladies and gentlemen, love you all. Probably been bumped down. It's a Friday night. It was the worst time to pick to do this, too.
Oh, yeah.
Because all our Periscopes will get bumped down on Friday nights because it's really busy. But I know it'll be broadcast and it'll be accessible to you all for 24 hours. And like I said, I'll put it up on YouTube. So, bye-bye, good friends. And, oh, yeah, thank you to all the friends who came out for our 25th anniversary.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Once the Vancouver one happens, I'll put up some photos of both. So, because Red's coming up, we got to record some of that. We only took pictures. Cool. We only took pictures in Toronto, but we'll take a little video of Red performing.
Yeah, I think so, definitely.
I think it's great. All right, and if anyone's free, June 8th, and they're local, let us know. Dublin Crossing, 7 p.m., June 8th. Come have some fun.
That's the Dublin Crossing at Marine and Cambie.
Oh, right, one. Vancouver one.
Yeah, the Vancouver one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all you other wonderful peoples. If we forgot anyone, my apologies. I'm kind of tired. We'll talk to you all again.
Bye.